So we just launched Prep Insta Prime subscription, which is like 150 plus courses under one subscription. So it has courses like C, C++, Java, Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cybersecurity, data structures, competitive coding, even company specific courses like TCS NQT, Infosys, TCS Digital, Amazon, etc. The link is in the description of the video. Go check that out. I'm sure that you'll love that.
Hello guys, so here we are with the registration process video for TCS NQT. I believe you have not applied yet. Make sure you're watching this entire video and then only you are going and applying for TCS NQT, because there are a lot of things in the forms that needs to be taken care of before you start applying for it. Because if you apply for it in a wrong way, you won't get your hall ticket, and that has happened to a lot of students in the past. And another thing is your form works as your resume for TCS. Whatever you are filling, all your details, so that acts as your resume. So if you are filling it incorrectly, you are submitting a wrong resume to TCS overall, and your chances of getting rejected increases if you fill it incorrectly. Right? So in this video, we'll see the TCS NQT registration process 2023 step by step. Before we start the videos, important announcement: top 3 commenters on this video to get free access to Prep Insta Prime. So make sure you are commenting in this video with feedbacks for us, with anything that you have, any question that you have, and we would be more than happy to reply back. And yes, the top 3 commenters can get a free Prep Insta Prime access. Apart from that, guys, not only TCS, a lot of companies would start hiring soon, and we would post all such updates on our social media handles. So make sure you're a part of all our social media handles so that you get notified about each and every information about TCS and all the other companies. Last but not the least, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and click onto the bell icon so that you are always notified about the videos that we'll be putting live for you guys, because we are currently shooting and will be shooting a lot of videos regarding aptitude, coding, traits, syllabus, eligibility criteria, whatever you need, we'll be shooting all of them here. So don't worry, right? Let me quickly show you the eligibility criteria. Anyways, we came up with the video, the announcement video wherein we have explained everything, but I'll just take 1 minute and quickly show you. So this is the eligibility criteria. You guys can pause this video and read it out from here. I'm not going to be explaining it, right? These are the roles offered. These are the registration dates which will be stretched. This is the test pattern. You can again take a pause it and read it on your own from here, right? Okay, so let us quickly go and start applying for it now. So here's the page link. You can find the page link in the description of the video, but yeah, just wait, see how I apply, and then you start applying for it, right? Also guys, once you have watched the video and while you are actually filling the form, you can also open this particular page side by side. So this is the TCS NQT registration process page wherein we have mentioned every step here. So step 1, step 2, right? Everything is mentioned in a very stepwise manner. So you can also follow this one while you are filling your form, and that would be really helpful. The link is available in the description of the video. So here's the page. You have all the info. You can click here, register today. So this is the step for someone who has never applied for TCS NQT. This is for them. For those who have already have an account on TCS NQT, I'll show them at the end of the video what is the difference that they'll see, right? So you can simply click on to register now, right? And definitely it should be IT. So click on to IT from here, right? And this page would open up. So let's start filling this page now. So basic, your name, right? Your first name. It should be actually as per your SSC certificate, that is your 10th mark sheet, right? Or your passport. If you have a middle name, put your middle name, your date of birth, right? Your gender, select your gender from here. Mail ID, make sure you are using your primary email ID over here, which you have never used to apply, right? So make sure this is your primary mail ID and which you have logged in properly. You have the passwords and everything, because all the future, information, all the future communication will be forwarded on this particular mail ID only. So your mail ID, your mobile number, please put your primary mobile number here so that any message, anything that TCS shares, you get it on the first priority. Talking about the institute name, guys, so the best part is you can find your institute name from here. If you don't, there is this option of others, so you can actually choose that if you don't find your institute name from here. Talking about the qualifications, so all the options are there in the drop down, but right, the eligibility criteria: BE, BTech, ME, MTech, MCA, MSc and MS, right? So choose one of them. So I'll choose BTech from here. Year of passing should definitely be 2023. Talking about the nearest TCS office, there are multiple options. So just find out which one is the closest to you and fill in it over here. Your password. Make sure you remember this, save it somewhere on your phone, on your laptop, on your notepad, but do not forget this, right? You have to re-enter the password again after that. Select a security question, answer to that, right? And then the CAPTCHA. This was a pretty easy part. The tougher things would come now. So, okay, gender, I'll quickly select it and submit, confirm. Right, so guys, this is a step wherein they show you your reference ID. So make sure you copy it from here, this DT number, right? Make sure you have copied it from here properly and saved it somewhere, because sometimes you might need it, right? If you don't get a mail or something, if any issue happens, in that case, this would be something that can help you, reinstate your account back. So make sure you are saving your DT reference, that is reference number. I call it DT number, right? Because it starts with DT generally, right? Continue from here. Again, it will ask you for the password that you just created. So enter your password. You might have saved it or you remember it. Just enter your password, click on to submit. Now go to application form. Now on this page, go to application form, click on to application form from here, right? And this would open up, this page would open up, and here you can read, right? The form is divided into 4 sections. It is mandatory to enter details in all the 4 sections: personal detail, academic detail, other details, form preview, right? The fields marked in asterisk is mandatory. The rest all are basic things. Every time make sure you are filling a field, you are clicking on to save and continue, that I'll show you in the video as well, right? So you can click on to start filling the form, click on to the button, and this page would open up, right? So this is your personal details window, right? Wherein your name already it has taken, fill in your father's name, right? Your date of birth already taken, your gender they already took it, your permanent address, fill in your permanent address, make sure you are properly entering it, right? Though you generally don't get any mailers on your address, but it's important for your verification and everything, right? So your address, street, lane if any, your area, landmark, that is a mandatory field, right? So fill in the area, your sector number or any landmark that is nearby, just fill in it with that. Your state, your country, your city, and your pin code. Now, right? So if your permanent address is same as your current address or present address, you can click yes. If no, you can click on to no, and then you can fill in your present address as well. That's pretty simple, right? So I'm not doing that here. You can click no if your present address and permanent addresses are different, right? Your contact details, so alternate email ID, not mandatory, but you can still fill in one more email ID over here, so that in worst cases that will be helpful. Again, save and continue is important. Okay, so make sure alternate ID, though it is not important, but you can definitely fill in so that you don't miss out on anything. If some issues happen, you can actually use this ID to maybe reinstate your account, right? Then your alternate number, and save and continue. Save and continue is important. Now comes the main part, that is your academic and work experience details. So your highest qualification, that is basically for MTech, fill in MTech. If you are BTech, fill your BTech details over here. For MSc, whatever it is, just fill in your highest education qualification over here. Course duration, right? So it should start, right? So let me clear it for you. So your education was started when? It would have started in 2019. So 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 pass out, right? So make sure you are confirming that, right? Right, the day you joined your college. So I have filled in a random value over here. Make sure you are filling it properly, right? So take the proper date, check it from your friends or your classmates, your course duration start date, right? And your end date. So that is a tentative date, right? So your course would complete in, let's say, June, right? A tentative date, fill in your tentative date, your full time, right? So fill in full time over there, your college, university. If not, you have the option of others over there. Specialization, so this is where you choose your branch, right? And then your grading system. This is a simple part, right? Your course duration, easily you can find from your friends, your colleagues, classmates. Course type should definitely be full time. Your institute, specialization, grading system. Now, if your college have marks, you can choose marks. If it is CGPA, you can choose CGPA. So if you choose CGPA, fill in your CGPA obtained and total. So if let's say it's 8 pointers, so 8, that is out of 10. In some cases, I'm not sure. So if it is 4.5 of 5, so you choose 4.5 as obtained, and then total CGPA would be 5 in that case. And similarly for marks, your total marks obtained and total maximum marks that were there, right? So let's say you scored 1436 out of 2000. So fill in 1436 out of 2000, right? Go to next. Specialization. So this is your 12th grade right now. So 12th grade, Your specialization would definitely be physics, chemistry, maths, right? So put in physics PCM over here. Your university, your institute, so your school name over here, your board of education, CBSE or whatever it is, ICSE. So fill in your board, and again your duration. Make sure you're checking it again properly and filling it over here, right? So it should have started in 2017, most probably for you. So 2017 to 2019 or whatever it is. So make sure you're checking it, because for everyone it would be different. So there is no point I fill in it here, right? Make sure you're checking it from your friends, your classmates, and then fill in it over here. Your course should be full-time. Your grading system again same as the university one. If it was CGPA, fill in CGPA and the maximum CGPA that was there. If it were marks, you can fill in your marks over here. Go to your 10th grade, your 10th roll number, right? Whatever it was, you can check it in your admit card. It would be there. Your university institute is basically your school name. Fill in your school name over here. Your board of education, again that's a drop down. Again your course duration, definitely go and check that one properly, right? So this is for your 10th, not from your nursery or UKG. This is basically your 10th, when your 10th started and when you completed your 10th class 10th. That is what you fill in it over here. Again, post that it is your CGPA and your marks. So fill in your CGPA and your marks properly, the same way, right? Any other qualification, you have done a course, you can choose yes over here and fill in it over there. If no, generally it would be no for most of you, so you can choose no. So that is nothing wrong there. Work experience detail, if you have, you can fill in and yes. If you have no, you can just choose no. Next is your declaration. So this is very important now. So when in declaration, do you have any break in studies? If yes, mention yes. If no, mention no. Have you done any other courses? If it is yes, fill in yes. If no, no. Make sure you are filling it properly. Do you have any pending backlog currently? If yes, it will ask you for the details. If no, it's no. But make sure you are filling it properly. If you have break, mention yes over here. If you have any other courses, that is fine. But the break in studies and the pending backlog is very important. If you have it, make sure you are mentioning it over here, because in the final declaration, you are saying whatever you have filled is correct. And if you are filling incorrect things, so that is honestly wrong. So make sure if you have a pending backlog, you choose yes from here. If you have break in studies, make sure you choose yes from here. Else, in that case, it can be no, right? Talking about the next part of it, the declaration, you have taken all subjects into consideration for calculating the marks obtained, CGPA, etc. in the academic qualification. That means you not skip a subject. Let's say you scored bad marks in one subject, don't skip it. Add all of them. It should be your total out of total, not skipping any subject from your final marks. The second is the marks CGPA obtained entered by you for each of the above mentioned academic qualification had been secured in the first attempt. If you took second attempt, you failed and everything, so mention what? Mention no, else definitely it should be yes, right? So the marks obtained and everything were in first attempt, choose yes over there. You have considered only the marks obtained during the normal duration of the course for calculating the obtained CGPA. Yes, it should be yes. You have completed each of the above mentioned academic courses in the stipulated time, definitely, right? So if you have done that, choose yes from here. You have declared break in studies, work experience and pending backlogs in, if any, during your academic. So the above one, right? If you had breaks and pending backlogs, you have mentioned yes if it was there. So yes, here it is definitely a yes. Make sure, because you have in the declaration above, you have mentioned it. So here you have to choose yes for sure. So all yes in the best case scenarios here. The next one is you have not attended the TCS selection process in the last 6 months. Yes. You have read the TCS eligibility criteria and understood the candidature and everything. Yes. Click on to I agree after that and save and continue. Post which it is asking for your nationality. You can choose your nationality, Indian. Languages known. So here guys, definitely English should be there, even though it is not mother tongue. Apart from that, let's say I'm choosing Hindi from here. Whatever your mother tongues are, if you know multiple languages, you can choose those. So they have option of speak, read, write and mother tongue. So if you can speak, yes. If you can read and write as well, tick and mother tongue. So for me, Hindi is my mother tongue, so I'll choose Hindi. If it is Telugu or Tamil or Kannada, whatever it is for you, you can choose that as well. And second, yes, English should be there. I'll also suggest, I have filled in Hindi first, you can choose English on the first one and then move on to the second one, right? So here, yes, but English is not my mother tongue, so I'll not choose mother tongue over there, right? If you have certificates on languages, you can choose yes over there, else you can just skip that particular part, right? The next is your achievements, scholarships and certifications. So if you have any, if you think they are worthy, you can definitely fill in over here. If you've done certifications, make sure you are mentioning it over here. If you have TCS Ion Rio certificate, make sure you are mentioning it over here for sure, right? Nano degree certificates, you can mention them over here as well. Next one is your upload CV and photo. So now guys, this is important, read it carefully. Upload your recent passport size color photograph. The dimensions are given over here. The maximum size should be 500 KB. If you think the size is more, there are a lot of apps available on Android, iOS, or on the browser itself. You can choose, you can go and decrease, increase the size of your photograph. Make sure you are doing that. The photograph must be formal with a white, off-white background, right? It should be a white, off-white background. You should look straight into the camera and your head should be not be tilted in the photograph. Should not be you holding a guitar or something else, right? Very decent photograph with a white, off-white background and you looking straight into the camera, right? So yeah, so once that's done, fill in your name here again for your identity card, right? So fill in your full name over here, right? The one you want in your TCS identity card if you get selected for TCS. Your blood group, make sure you know your blood group, right? So fill in that over here. Upload a photo. So you can browse and upload. So you can find the photo. So I'm using an Apple laptop. If you are using a Windows, you know, right, how to browse. So your pop-up would open up. You can select the file, upload your CV, right? So guys, when you're uploading CV, make sure you're uploading an updated CV, right? I hope you have gone through the resume course that we already have on Prep Insta Prime. Your resume CV is a proper one, right? You have updated everything. You have taken care of all the pointers that we say always in our videos, right? Make sure you have the perfect resume and then you upload it over here, right? Save and continue. It is declaration now. So are you involved in any pending civil, criminal case, proceeding, charges, inquiry prior joining to TCS? Should be no, right? Because generally we are putting yes over here everywhere. This should be no. There should not be any criminal charges against you. Are you involved in any pending, closed, disciplinary malpractices or other proceedings, etc., in your institution, etc.? Should be no. If that is no, right? Both are no. So that is the best case scenario. You can then click on to your application form, preview from here. Have you appeared for TCS test interviews earlier? If yes, furnish details, date, etc. So if you have not, choose no from here. You can preview your form if you want, else you can choose on to I agree, put in a place wherever you're currently while you're filling the form, submit your application form. So once you have submitted, guys, you've actually completed just the first part, that is creating your account on next step, right? So this is the difference here. So if someone was already an account on TCS NQT has filled all this form, for him the step would start now. So technically what he needs to do is, right, let me show you. So rather than, so when you go to register today from here, you either register now from here, so you are registering as fresh. If you already have an NQT account and you think you can use it again, so click on to login from here. You have your DT number, you have your password, put in and login, right? So once you do that, your step would actually start from here, the one I'm showing you now, right? So once you have submitted, now would you like to apply for TCS recruitment drive? Yes, that is what we are here for. So click yes over here. For those who already have an account, this is what would open up for them. Apply for TCS recruitment drive, test mode. Guys, I would definitely suggest that you choose the in-center mode, because in that you don't have the hassle of bad internet, bad, no table desk, webcam issues, etc. There are a lot of issues. Make sure, if it is possible, make sure you're choosing the in-center mode. And yes, one more thing is, once you've applied for the drive, you cannot change the in-center or remote thing later on. The other things you can actually go and edit a little bit over there, but the test mode you cannot change once you have applied for it. So make sure you are deciding, talking to your friends, family, everyone, and then filling it here. If you think you can actually go to in-center, there are centers nearby you, chances you can get them. Sometimes guys, when there are huge amount of applications, it's not always the first preference that you get. You get a center maybe a little further from you, but even if you have to travel a little bit, I'll suggest you go to the center and give the test. Right? So choose the test mode from here and apply. So once you have done that, it will show you this. You have applied for the recruitment drive, and this is where we are actually done. So guys, I hope you have not applied till now. You are watching this video now, and then you go and apply for it. Make sure guys you are a part of all our social media handles, especially Instagram, because any update that would be there regarding TCS, we would be posting it here on priority on our Instagram handle. So make sure you are a part of all our social media handles, especially the Instagram PrepInsta 2023 if you are a 2023 batch pass out and preparing for TCS, NQT or any other company, right? Apart from that guys, I've already said top 3 commenters on this video to get free access to PrepInsta Prime. So make sure you are commenting on this video. These are the social media links. You can find them in the description of the video. Make sure you are joining them. Apart from that, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and click onto the bell icon, because we would be uploading a lot of videos for you guys. And if you have subscribed, you would get a notification. You would be the first one to watch that, right? Apart from that guys, as I've already showed you, as per the poll that we're in, approximately 50% of you have already purchased your PrepInsta Prime, right? I'm not sure, but so on PrepInsta Prime guys, as you can see over here, all the skills are very important, right? If you're looking for digital and higher profiles, and even for normal profile, if you have skills, that will actually help you in the interview. All the languages, popular coding, right? So if you're a mechanical civil student, we have a course called basic coding, which will definitely help you for your TCS exam. Even if you don't know coding, you can actually start from today, and this would help you learn sufficient coding for your TCS. And then we have quants, logical, verbal, all needed for your TCS, right? You can actually go and check. So this is same thing, right? So the Ninja or NQT exam is actually happening with the ITP kind of test pattern. So you can actually see everything is already uploaded over here, right? The advanced course, the foundation course, aptitude, logical, verbal, everything is already done and dusted, right? So even the traits, right? We are working on traits. You'll have a video on traits as well. And one more thing is guys, this is from the marketing team. So the prices for PrepInsta Prime subscription were increased a bit the last week, and they'll increase even further in 2 to 3 days. So make sure if you have not subscribed to PrepInsta Prime, make sure you are doing that ASAP, because the prices will increase very, very soon. The link and the coupon code to purchase can be found in the description of the video. Apart from that guys, we'll be coming live with a lot of videos. So make sure you are a part of all our social media handle. Instagram is a must. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. Hope to see you soon with more interesting videos. Thank you. We have a tailored course on how to crack any exam of TCS, be it the TCS NQT or the Ninja, Digital, or even the Code Vita. And the best thing is we cover each and every minor topic that could be asked, be it aptitude, reasoning, verbal or coding or data interpretation. We got it all covered. Talking about aptitude, we start with a basic topic as number system, as well as we cover complex topics such as elementary statistics, which is a new addition to TCS and is very important, and even data interpretation. In the verbal section, we teach students on how to ace the comprehension part, and also we make them know the very basics of English grammar, which is necessary to crack the verbal section of TCS. The coding section also contains the required logic of programming like DSA, trees, graphs, as well as we offer the programs which are frequently asked in the exam in our top 100 coding questions. Students can revise what they have learned using the PrepInsta mock assignments and tests, which are also a part of the course. When we say Prime, we do intend to give the Prime experience for all our students. We offer complimentary live classes, mock quizzes, and we cover every aspect of the TCS interview, be it the HR interview or the technical interview. It is a complete all-in-one package.
Student can also check the interview experience section, which offers real-time interview experiences of freshers who have cracked the TCS interview and exams from the first-hand experience. We have material which crosses over 100 hours of learning just for TCS. So what are you waiting for? Get the prime experience today.